Happy Monday, Rachel. How are you?
Good, John. How are you doing?
Doing great. All right, so River Deep. I did not grow up on a river. I know Tanner, our chief product officer, grew up in Mississippi and was very familiar with river life. So why don't you give us a sense of what River Deep is all about?
Yes, and Tanner was the inspiration for this theme because he's so passionate about life on the river. Uh, well, one thing to start with, I will refer everybody to the words behind you on that great board. Terrific vocabulary words. The whole idea of a river bank is anytime there's a pun or a word that's used in a couple of different ways, that's a great thing to talk to our kids about. The mouth of the river, the head of the river, um, terrific vocabulary words. Something like, if you're walking or driving with a kid, or even now just talking about this theme, ask, how do people decide where across a river to build a bridge? How's that decision made? Um, Fording a river, lots of great stuff, including lots of terrific historical information about rivers. There's a great quote that we use in the content that rivers are the highways and the pantries of the world. Wow, what do you think that means? That'd be something, to ask an older child.
Oh, pretty cool. And how about some books to highlight for this theme?
Oh, lots of terrific books as always, but I will try to keep it to a few. Along the Tapajos is a book about a brother and sister who live on a river in Brazil in the rainforest. And when the rainy season comes, every year when the rainy season comes, they must move from their house, which is on stilts, um, further into the rainforest. And every year their family builds a new house and they live there for 6 months. It's a terrifically informative book. I learned a tremendous amount.
Oh, cool.
Another book called The Raft is about a boy who is, as he says, forced to spend the summer with his grandmother, who refers to herself as a river rat, in her cabin on a river while his father is working. And he just, she doesn't have television and he's all really bummed about it. And by the end of the book, he's enamored of the river, all the nature on the river, his independence, and of course his grandmother. It's a beautiful book. And the last one I would mention is certainly a book for the oldest cohort of kids. That's one of the best children's books I've ever read. It's called Crossing Bakchito. Bakchito is the name of a river. It's takes place during the time of slavery. And it is about a friendship between a Choctaw girl who lives on one side of the river and an enslaved Black boy who lives on the other side of the river. And it is an excellent primer for talking about social justice, among other things. There are so many great themes in this book, and the river is literally important and figuratively important, and in a beautifully illustrated book as well, I have to say.
Oh, that sounds great. I have to check that out. It does seem like the whole concept is a good jumping off point for a lot of different good discussions with your kids.
Without a doubt.
Awesome. All right. Well, Rach, thanks for your time. We'll look forward to it.
Sure, John. Take
All
care.
right. Take care.